Hi, good morning. How y'all doing? The title of this video is Mama Said Knock You Out. I'm going to knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm talking about rebellious children this morning. That's what I'm talking about. Now, how do you define rebellion? First of all, that child will not obey. If you tell that child to do A, he does Z. He defies everything you said. He will not obey you. He sneaks out of the house 2 o'clock in the morning. He or she hits the streets. Will not do anything you tell him to do. Well, first of all, Jesus said this kind goeth not out but by fasting and prayer. This kind of rebellion. It's the same rebellion that got Satan kicked out of heaven. The very same personality, the same spirit that got Satan kicked out of heaven. Rebellion. Okay, now Jesus said this kind goeth not out but by fasting and prayer. Now, normally when you're a rebellious child, you're arguing constantly. We had that in our family. But when you're arguing constantly, you're arguing about everything. You're arguing about the weather. You're arguing about the dust. You're arguing about everything. Now, this is what I recommend. I recommend you stop arguing. Stop arguing with that child and take action. First of all, you know what? A lot of rebellious children end up dead. Anyway, they end up young and dead. Okay, that's really what happens. Okay, but some don't. Some live on into their 50s and 60s. But this is like I don't need a permanent mindset. This rebellion. I'm not sure rebellious children can be redeemed. I'm not even so sure about that. I'm not sure because it seems to be a permanent mindset. I have heard about people who are rebellious when they were children and they're rebellious when they're adults. They're the ones that start these fights in the Golden Corral. Hello. They're the ones that start the fights in this Western Sizzling. Hello. Or the Subway. Hello. Okay. They always want their way. They want their way everywhere and anywhere. These rebellious people. Now, if you have a child under 18, what I recommend you do is stop arguing with that child. That's the first thing. And I recommend that you give that child the butt whipping of all butt whippings. That's what my opinion is. If the child fights you back, you fight harder. Now, if that does not work, if that child is still rebellious after that butt whipping, I recommend you just throw him out. Throw him or her out of the house. Because that is perfectly scriptural. That's what God did to Satan. He threw him out of heaven. In fact, what God told the Israelites to do, if you have a rebellious son or daughter, the Lord told the Israelites to kill him. Stone him to death. Just kill him. Okay, because it is a very evil spirit. So that's what my recommendation is to how you handle a rebellious child. Either you give them the butt whipping of all butt whippings. If that does not work, then throw him out of the house. Because Mama said knock you out. I'm going to knock you out. Have a nice day.